everyone. Let's talk about getting a real, tangible edge in one of the toughest, most demanding economic hubs in the country, Atlanta, Georgia. If you're a pro looking to level up your career or a business trying to get leaner and smarter, you're going to want to stick around for this. So let's kick things off with a big question. What is it about Atlanta's market that makes it so intense? It's not just that it's big. It's about the sheer concentration of industry-leading giants all playing in the same sandbox, all operating at a mind-boggling scale. I mean, just look at this list. We're not talking about just big names. This is a snapshot of an incredibly diverse and complex ecosystem. You've got UPS managing global logistics, Delta flying people all over the world, massive healthcare systems like Emory, and retail titans like the Home Depot. This creates this high-stakes environment where being efficient isn't just a goal, it's an absolute requirement for survival. And that scale, it creates a monumental challenge. Think about it. When you're managing millions of packages, thousands of flights, or just countless patient interactions every single day, even the tiniest little inefficiency or error doesn't stay tiny. It ripples out, costing millions of dollars and really damaging the trust your customers have in you. The pressure to cut out waste and eliminate mistakes is just constant. So how in the world do these massive organizations and the people working inside them tackle challenges that big? Well, for many of them, the answer is a proven, data-driven framework for excellence. It's called the Lean Six Sigma methodology. At its heart, Lean Six Sigma, or LSS, as you'll hear it called, is really just a systematic way to solve problems. And here's the key thing to remember. It's not just for manufacturing anymore. It's become this universal language for making things better, whether you're in healthcare, finance, logistics, you name it. Now, what makes LSS so powerful is that it's actually a hybrid. It smashes two really powerful ideas together. On one side, you have Lean, which is all about speed, just ruthlessly cutting out any step in a process that doesn't add value. Think of it as making things faster. Then you have Six Sigma, which is all about quality and consistency. It uses statistics to hunt down and get rid of defects until your process is practically perfect. You put them together and you get operations that are both incredibly fast and incredibly reliable. And the path to mastering this is actually pretty cool. It's structured a lot like martial arts, with a belt system that marks your progress. You start out as a yellow belt, just getting the foundational knowledge. Then you move up to a green belt, where you start leading smaller projects. After that, you can become a black belt, where you're tackling the really complex stuff and mentoring other people. And at the very top, you have master black belts, who are setting the entire strategic vision for improvement across a whole company. So why would you go through all of this? Simple. The payoff is huge, and it's a total win-win for both you as an individual and for your company. Let's actually look at the numbers. Let's start with you. The first big thing is your earning potential. A certified green belt, on average, pulls in a salary of around $118,000. And why is that? It's because the market pays a premium for people who can look at a messy problem, analyze it, and deliver real, measurable results. And as you climb that ladder, your value becomes even clearer. The average salary for a certified black belt jumps to over $135,000. This isn't just about getting another certificate on your wall. It's a genuine career accelerator that proves you can lead the big, high-impact projects that companies care about. Okay, now let's flip the coin and look at it from the company's perspective. Why are they happy to pay those high salaries? Because the return on investment for them is massive. A single, well-run LSS project can deliver 5 to 10 times its cost back to the business. That's a direct shot in the arm for the bottom line. So let's just wrap this up neatly. For you, the professional, you're getting higher pay, elite problem-solving skills, and a clear on-ramp to leadership. For companies, they're getting lower costs, happier customers, and a culture where everyone is always trying to make things better. It's a really powerful, symbiotic relationship. All right, so let's say you're sold on the why. The next obvious question is, how? In a competitive market like Atlanta, choosing the right training provider is a make-or-break decision. It's the difference between just learning theory and actually gaining real, usable skills. So let's check out the options. You've got specialized providers out there, and a key one in Atlanta is Six Sigma Development Solutions, Inc., or SSDSI. The very first thing you should look for with any provider is accreditation. SSDSI is an IASSC accredited training organization, which is basically a stamp of approval that their program meets tough international standards. And this slide really breaks down the key decision you have to make. You can go with a prestigious university program, which is often focused more on academic theory, or you can go with a specialized provider like SSDSI, which is laser focused on practical, project-based application. It really comes down to your personal goal. Are you looking for the prestige of a big university name, or do you want the skills to be an effective practitioner from day one? This quote really captures that practitioner-first mindset. It tells you that the goal isn't just to help you cram for a test, but to equip you to walk into your job and immediately start delivering a real return on investment through an actual project. And whenever you're evaluating a provider, you've got to look for the proof. You want to see data on things like completion rates, sure, but more importantly, you want to see real-world business impact. For example, a documented 25% decrease in process defects for their clients. That's the kind of hard number that shows a program really works. So what does a program that's focused on creating practitioners actually look like? What makes it different? Let's use SSDI's model as a case study to see what kinds of things you should be looking for. Well, first, a practical curriculum cuts through the noise. It focuses on the 20% of LSS tools that you're going to use 80% of the time, so you're not just overloaded with theory. It includes hands-on training with industry-standard software. And this right here is the game changer. It offers expert mentorship, like giving you access to an actual master black belt to guide you through your very first real project. That kind of support is the secret sauce that turns what you learned into something you can actually do. And that really brings us to the final, most important question. For you as a professional, are you ready to build a portfolio that proves your value? And for you as a business leader, are you ready to invest in a skill set that directly makes your organization stronger? Choosing your path is the first step, because in a landscape as competitive as Atlanta's, the ability to deliver a measurable ROI isn't just an advantage, it's everything.